Okay, so what do I want to say to you all? Um, so let's just start here. So this morning, I guess you should say like hi to people, right? Which I don't do well if I don't like connect to people. I just don't. But hello. Hopefully there's some connections that can be made through this. So this morning I did a morning routine on first thing was heritage sheets, details not to share really. Second thing was looking up like African American dancers in Georgia. I did Nigerian ballet dancers already, and I'm doing this one now. Even though this is my original beginning, growing up in Georgia, but in this rewiring phase, it's kind of being really proactive about certain things. And that actually led me to be like, okay, well, what about somebody like me with my double identity? And I started to have to go back in time about, yeah, just like my experiences, wishing I gotten serious younger, but then also kind of seeing who I am and recognizing that Act 1 and Act 2, that I'm still going after both of them. I guess despite the obstacles. Um, so that is actually helping me to articulate this morning routine is helping me to articulate a lot of things. And this has kind of been a difficult period for me because this is the time period of my mom having passed away and having to articulate that whole process. That was pretty much, um, honestly, just kind of a lot all at once. So that's starting. The words are beginning to come. So the first goal is to be able to articulate and talk and speak and do expressive blogging and whatever is needed. And I hate that I'm doing this so late, but try to articulate what it looks like to begin to rewire a family system that didn't really ever exist. There's so much, and that's just really just the tip of the iceberg, as people say. All right, number 2, I'd really like a space where I could talk about political things. Carrying this African identity, African American history, carrying this identity as well. I'd like to talk about the secrets and the silences and the things that are good. Okay. I'd like to also not diminish myself. I would not like to fall in the gravitational weight of what this ancestral inheritance seems to be. And 2 words that I've come across that I think seem to fit this, and nobody's like ever told me specifically or said it, but I studied interpretation and translation in college, and that's an Act 1 goal. And I think that maybe it was a gift from perhaps, people make fun of when people say the universe, but I'm very serious. Language, being able to start to articulate what this inheritance is. And dance and, modeling, as unlikely, honestly, as so many of these things are, to begin to re-own the body and articulate. So language and body. This is the first step, because otherwise, this form for me is a liability. So 2 words, ninja B, the actual version of that. And then Nwa Akbogo, which is girl in Igbo. Ninja B, the real word I think it has more of the gutterness of what I think is what my inheritance is. One of them. Nobody's ever said it outright, but it's just a feeling that I feel very intensely. that my DNA, you know, if that had its own wording, it would just be replicating, you know, Ninja B, NJB, NJB, NJB. And then Wag Bogo, I guess we could do that one too, right? NWB, I don't know. But that's it. All right, so let me go ahead and work on this choreography and kind of continue with these unlikely dreams and goals and continue recording about it. All right, have a nice day, and look forward to being able to talk to you another day. All right, bye.